Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Sharing Simple Knowledge. Today I'm going to share with my experience how I cracked a score for OET listening and 410 marks for OET reading. So I hope it will help you a lot to motivate and also to adapt those methods if you feel it's effective for you to achieve your target as well. First of all, what I would like to tell is the over the night success is a myth. In order to achieve something in your life, you need perseverance and consistent practice. It is a must, and above all, you need a prayer life. The God, Almighty God, can help us when we feel down or weak. At that time, He can hold our hand and support us. Then another factor which we need to do is that we have to make a plan at the beginning itself, then perseverance. Then one more thing we have to understand, failure or success is not a permanent. It can change at any time. It depends on your capabilities as well as your practice. And motivation. Sometimes when we feel demotivated or on the verge of give up, at that time the family members or even friends, they can motivate you, or listening to others experience, it is a great motivation. Then just try to maximize your resources available. Nowadays you can find lots of materials in the YouTube or Telegram groups. Before it was not the case. Only 2 or 3 materials were available in the OET website. But nowadays you can find lot of materials. Even some institutions, they are making their own material. But we can find some difficulty to practice that one. But then it also is a model question. We can just follow that. But what I recommend is that just try to practice the original question purpose. So you know the type of questions it's coming, and also it will be easy for you. So let's start with the first module, listening. For the listening part A, what you have to do, you just try to listen to the context, the settings, what they are mentioning, then follow the signal words they are giving. The parameters are mentioned on the left side of the questions. For example, like the history, past medical history, or occupation, then symptoms, like that. So just underline the keywords and also look for the vowel sounds. If it's mentioned or an, it will be, the answer will be singular. If you mention these or like that plural items, then the answer will be plural. So we have to follow that one. Then underline the keywords. Just try to listen, focus on that one. Then look for synonyms as well. Try to predict some answers. Most of the time it will be the correct one. In that way, and in order to practice the first reading, you can just listen to the audios like talks, then try to copy that one. Gradually your speed will improve. For the part B, also we have to read the questions and options, underline the keywords, and look for any synonyms language, and just concentrate. There are some contrasting words they may use, like however, but just try to focus on that one also. The next one is part C. It's more difficult for most of the people. So here also there are a good strategy in one educational platform that is good. Then here we have to focus on, as I mentioned, underline the keywords and look for the synonyms and contrasting words, the time scale. So it will help to achieve. Improve your concentration level. It is easy to distract that time. Just take a deep breath and concentrate. Then let's move on to the reading part. In order to achieve high score in reading part, you have to read a lot, like her journals, medical news today. These all will help you to improve your reading skill and the speech. So once you read the reading text, just make a summary in your own words and try to copy the new vocabulary or synonyms. Just try to find out the answers and write it in a book and try to practice it. So it will help you a lot to crack the OET reading next attempt. For reading part A, you have to use the method of skimming and scanning. Skimming means just you can take 1 or 2 minutes to read the whole paragraph because we have to finish it in 15 minutes. You have to answer the 20 questions. So in order to make the just skim, and when you find some important, you just underline or encircle the like years or any definitions, then percentage, just the headings like symptoms, assessment, manifestation, or any treatment. If there is no heading, just write what you understood from that one. Then it will be easy for you. Then try to answer from 1 to 20. So once you practice that method, initially don't put any timer when you start practicing. Gradually you can set the timing and try to finish it within 10 minutes. So in under exam condition, so you can finish it within time frame. For the part B, you can follow the method of QAT, that means question, read the question and the answer, then go to the text. When you read the question and answer, just look for any scale, that means the timing. Like in the question, maybe it's mentioned always, but in the option, it is mentioned sometimes or often. So we have to understand the difference. Then read the question and understand, and look for any synonyms and try to answer. For part C, we can follow the method of reading the question, then the text, then the answers. Before we start to read, we can put the number on the side so it will be easy for you to understand which is the paragraph, because they are mentioning second paragraph, third paragraph, like that. So try to put 1, 2, 3 like that, so it will not consume your time. So what we have to do, when you read the question, look for, as I mentioned, synonyms, the time scale, and any paraphrasing there. Then read the text only to read that paragraph. Then understand what is the opinion or fact which is by the writer. In the opinion means here there are some words like think, believe, Suppose like that there are in the fact it will be a truth. There will it's already proven. So we have to differentiate that one. Then try to answer. So in order to achieve this one, we have to practice more synonyms, the vocabulary, and especially for the vocabulary section, it will be easy. And most of the time, you can find the answers near to the contrasting words. However, like that, if there is like that, you have to look at the place. For the writing section, there is no template for writing. It depends on the reader, receiver who is we are going to write. So in order to do that, we have to make sure who is our reader. Where we can find it means it you can find in the writing task. So what is the purpose? We have to look and what is our position. Then we have to find the who is our patient and is it a known case or unknown case. Then why we are referring and what all information we have to include. Just imagine you are the reader, then is it affect their care this time? So in that way you can decide what all information can put. Usually we write the main information, the important thing at the beginning, but it depends if the clinic past medical history or social history makes importance. Before that we can write after introduction. Doesn't matter which format you use. Then what about the speaking section? For speaking module, the warm-up session they are asking only one or two questions they might ask, and as per them it's not assessing, but the first impression is very important, no? So what I recommend is that you just prepare and be natural. No need to be some exaggerating words or something like that. Then for the role play as well, just make use of the 3 minutes preparation and be natural as you talk to the patient. Just try to communicate with them. No need to think it's an examination. Just make it as natural. I know it's quite tense when we are under the exam conditions. Then try to practice with someone. If you have, otherwise you can just record in your own mobile and listen to that recording and correct your grammar mistakes. So if you practice all these things, you can also get a good score. And never give up even though you didn't get the best attempt. Failure doesn't mean it's not you are not capable or something. There are different conditions. It can affect your score. So understand your capability and the limitations and try to focus on that one and work hard by smart work. Always focus on this one. Just try to avoid the other activities like engaging in social media or watching movies or something like that. Until you achieve your target, just focus on this examination and all to fulfill your dream. I think it's all clear for you, and if you have any queries, you can just comment below the comment box. Thank you for supporting my channel and give me this opportunity to encourage you. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.